If you're a truth seeker, you need to hear this. Your subconscious is trying to speak. Welcome to the only podcast of its kind, hosted by the legendary David John Oates. Dive into the world of reverse speech, where we unveil the hidden messages in the words of politicians, celebrities, and even you. Every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, join us as we decode the unconscious mind, revealing the truth behind the spoken word. With over 41 years of pioneering research, David John Oates takes you on a journey beyond the conscious realm. From shocking political confessions to the secret desires of the stars, no thought is too hidden. Discover what they're really thinking, and maybe what you're truly saying too. Tune in on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Visit www.reversespeech.com to learn more. Reverse speech. It's more than just words. It's a window into the truth.
Yes, indeed it is. Hello, everyone. How are you? I am back. Oh, you know what? I'm not using my professional mic. Excuse me. Let's just swap mics for 1 second. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, here we go. Right, now we're in business. There we go. We can mute that one and get that one going. Go. Good morning, good afternoon. Wherever you may be, I am back home. As you can see, familiar background. There's my office. Ham radio gear over to that side where my hand is. You can't really see it all there, but that whole shelf there is ham radio equipment. And the other side over this side here, where am I? Geez, hard to see in reverse. There, up there is my fireplace. I was going to light it, but I didn't get time. So I slept. Can you believe it? I slept for 15 hours last night. 15 hours. I don't think I've ever slept that long in my life. So, look, it's great to be back home. And I tell you what, it was an absolutely fantastic vacation. Oh, man, what an amazing trip. I'm addicted to that lifestyle. And which is why I bought myself a brand new car. For those who haven't caught up with it, a Toyota Land Cruiser. I'll pick it up tomorrow. So, because we're going to do a lot of traveling in Australia. So much I couldn't see because I've only got a sedan. My sedan was towing my trailer, a camper trailer, and just so many roads we couldn't get down. Excuse me, one sec. So many roads we couldn't get down because my car just wouldn't do it. One time we got stuck. Oh, we were in real trouble. We were traveling this real narrow road, dirt track, not a road, dirt track. Trees up either side, and then we go in. The track gets worse and worse. It's been furrowed out by rain. Finally, we got stuck. We couldn't go further. We couldn't go forwards. The track was so narrow, we had the camper trailer in the back, no way we could turn around. And we're going, what the hell are we going to do? Anyway, cut a long story short, in that little tiny track, I managed to back the trailer up into the field over it. And long story, but I got us out. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But we had some wonderful vacations. For those who followed my trip on Facebook, we started off in Adelaide, which is down the bottom south of the country, and we drove all across the Nullarbor, which is a famous road in Australia, then all down the bottom end of Western Australia, up to Perth, the capital city, and then right up the coast, which is just a beautiful, beautiful drive, beautiful beaches, just wonderful, wonderful scenery, to the Broome, which is at the very top of Australia, and then across to Darwin, which is right up the top end, and then straight down the centre back to Adelaide. There we go. Covered to 13,500 kilometres is what we did, which is I did most of the driving. My mate who travelled with me did share some of it, but I did most of it. I don't know. I just wanted to drive it, and it was fun. So there we go. So we were away for 15 weeks. So for those of you who've been following me while I've been camped in my tent, I'm back. There we go. You can see the familiar background behind me. You know, I look, my house is actually adorned with metaphors. You can see the angel right in the back corner there, and I got little things scattered around. I should really take some photos of my house. All right, let me get some announcements in, okay, before we move on. I am coming to the United States in August and September of this year. I have lectures scheduled. Let me get my schedule out here. Now, these are all going to go up on my website. We're going to put a page up on my website with all the venue details. I'm not going to read out all the venues, but I can give you some dates and where I will be. So, on a Saturday, August the 9th, excuse me one sec. On Saturday, August the 9th, I will be in Dallas, Texas, okay, giving a lecture there, okay. Then on August the 13th and 14th, I'll be giving a couple lectures in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm not too sure on those dates. Just look, go to my webpage. I'll get a page up in the next day or two that has all the dates for my lectures. So we got Dallas on the 9th. Hang on. Was that correct? Yes. Dallas on the 9th, Tulsa on the 13th and 14th. I'll be in Atlanta, Georgia. I believe that night is the 16th, but I think it says something about the 17th. Look, go to my page. Okay, it'll be that weekend, Saturday the 16th and the 17th. There's going to be a big lecture in Charlotte, North Carolina on Saturday the 21st, 23rd. A lot of people coming in for that, driving in to that lecture in Charlotte, North Carolina on Saturday the 23rd. I think that's the date. Once again, check my website in a couple of days. I'll have all the details up there. And then I am giving a lecture in Ashland, Oregon on Saturday, the 6th of September. Yes, that's what's happening. Yeah, okay, all right. I will get all those up on my website and with the dates and venue details. And would I come to Philadelphia? Ron Searchy asked me. Well, I've kind of booked all my flights now. I wish you'd asked me like even 2 weeks ago when I hadn't booked my flights. If you want to pay for missed flights, you're welcome to. Email me after the show, okay? So and we'll talk. All right, the next thing I would like to announce is the next training class starts on July the 2nd in America, July the 3rd, Australia, which is July the 2nd in America. I still have 3 empty spots in this class. But I cannot stress how important it is that people get trained in this technology to take it forwards. Look, it's not an easy technology to learn. I wish it was, but it's not, and there's work involved. And the trouble is, it takes a lot of work to learn it. And the last class I did, I had an open rebellion of students because I spent too much time playing taste backwards in class. Can you believe that? I mean, what do you think you're taking a reverse speech class for? What? To learn how to count puppies? To learn how to play taste backwards and find reversals. That's what training is for, to teach you how to find reversals in all situations and to interpret what they mean, including the metaphors and the archetypes. So it's a 12-month course with one class every 2 weeks. It's a 3 hours a class. You've got 15 hours of homework that needs to be done. Hang on, Ron, I'll get to your question in a sec. Let me just finish my spiel here. So what can I tell you? I teach you all about reverse speech. I teach all about the unconscious mind. We spend a whole class on the soul and the spirit. Reverse speech is a lot more than just a language of the unconscious. It's a language of the spirit and a language of the heart. And you know what? I said I was going to do UFO reversals. I should play you some of the spirit reversals I've got. We might even go there yet. We'll see how we go with this. But look, okay. If you want more information on my lectures, go to my website in a couple of days. I'll have a page up there about it. And as far as training, if you want to enroll in this course, it starts on July the 2nd, which is only three days away. Email me at backwards. That's BACKWARDS at reversespeech.com. Backwards at reversespeech.com. There you go. And I will enroll you in the class and you can get started. Like I say, we've got 3 spots left. So you should be fine. Email me after class. Ron, have I figured out how to use AI to help find reversals? No, I have not. No, the answer to that is no. I have a couple of people try and they've fallen flat on their face. It needs to be specifically trained. You need a whole new plug-in for reversals. You gotta train it with legit reversals because as everyone knows, reversals have their own unique signature and their own unique sound, and you got to teach it to find that. It needs it. I don't think you can use any of the IA models, speech models they've got out there. They've got a few different variants. I know. I don't know what they call them now. Plugins, models. Who knows what they are? Yeah. So there we go. Look. I've dived into it a couple of times. I'd love to get it developed myself, but I have neither the time or the resources to. No, I've got the time, so that's not true. I don't have the resources to explore it myself, unfortunately. If anyone out there knows anything about AI and how to train models, then contact me, or you want to dump a whole bunch of money in to train it ourselves, contact me. That's what it takes. There you go. Okay, so look, I tell you what. Let me go on. I was going to do some reversals on UFOs. I might go there yet. But let's go to some reversals on light and love. I tell you what, that's a far nicer topic than the ones I have been playing lately. Look, let me make a little comment. I spent 2 weeks ago. I did a show on a therapy reversals in therapy, and my viewers dropped by half. I mean, literally dropped by half. And last week I went back up to Trump and Netanyahu, and the numbers went up, way up. I normally sit between 1,000 and 1,100 views a show, and when I did the reversals on therapy, it dropped to 500. And last show I did Trump and Netanyahu, and it went up to 1,200. So go figure, hey? No one's interested in reversals in therapy. Shame, really. It's one of the greatest uses of reverse speech, I find. Of course, I have my own practice, for those who didn't know, where I use reverse speech in therapy, and it's actually amazing. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, all right. This is not necessarily a.
Feels like I never.
This is not necessarily a reversal about light or love, but it goes to show the pathway we should all be following. Okay, this reversal is a wonderful lesson. By the way, how's my audio levels? By the way, let me play the reversal and tell me how the audio is sounding.
Feels like I never need to be frightened because I can always bring my will.
All around, let's go with the positive.
All around, let's go with the healthy. All around, let's go with the healthy. All around, let's go with the healthy.
All around, let's go with the positive. Yes, that's true. All right, here's a reversal on a client. Okay, I know. I'm going to play client reversals. My numbers are going to drop again. Oh dear, what am I going to do? Okay, here we go. Sorry, folks.
We've just got to try. We've got a seminar that people have paid us to do in November that we're going to complete.
Yes.
And this is divine. I must serve you.
Divine, I must serve you.
Divine, I must serve you. Divine, I must serve you.
Look, everyone likes all the political reversals in reverse switch, and I do too. I like politics. I'm watching it on the news services all the time. I try to keep up with everything, both Australia and America and international. And on all the radio shows and TV shows I've ever done, they want all the stuff on the current political controversy of the day. No one has ever been interested in the reversals I have on clients and therapy. And divine, wow, that's way over most people's head. But yet the divine is such a very powerful part of life. It occupies a large proportion of reverse speech when I'm working with clients and therapy. And we are spiritual beings, and reverse speech is a spiritual language. Here's another wonderful reversal. Listen to this.
I was just visualizing the whirlwind, visualizing the wolf like we used to do because we've done it before.
Absolutely.
And it just started bringing that power and that life force. And yesterday I was feeling absolutely fantastic. Just
talking about bringing power and life force. And excuse me, and the versal tells us how to bring power and life force. It answers that question we're all seeking. How do we do this? Well, the versal tells us. It says, see yourself full with love, give me whirlwind.
see yourself full with love, give me whirlwind. See yourself full with love, give me whirlwind.
All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to show you what that means, okay? Okay, so what I want you to do is to sit very still and very quiet, okay? Just take a nice deep breath, okay? And imagine your body surrounded by a whirlwind. It's like an energy vortex. We all have the whirlwind. Speak teaches us a lot about the whirlwind. I covered this in my training classes. And whilst you're surrounded by the whirlwind, I want you to imagine the whirlwind is filled with a soft blue light. And that's the color of love. And if you can feel the power of the whirlwind like an energy force and the soft blue light in the whirlwind, then that is where real power lies. There you go. You can come back. 1, 2, 3. Snap back. All right. Look, here's another great one. This is in a analyst giving an induction. Here we go.
And now the muscles.
And she says, "Saw sun divine."
Saw sun divine.
Saw sun divine. Saw sun divine.
I would say that's S-O-N, sun. So it's difficult to work out sun reversals. One sec. It could be S-O-N or S-U-N. But anyway, there we go. Hey, I tell you what. Do you want to know the answer for life? I've got it in a client reversal. Okay, listen to this. This is the answer for life. Here we go. It actually says the answer in reversals.
That's interesting. That is the opposite. Need, pour, hell.
And backwards, the answer, sniff the light.
Nietrzeźnie stawaj.
Nietrzeźnie stawaj. Nietrzeźnie stawaj.
Yeah, the answer is a little bit tough to hear. It is there. It's a little bit quick. But certainly sniff the light is clear.
Nie stawaj.
Nietrzeźnie stawaj.
Yeah, there it is, the answer.
Nietrzeźnie stawaj.
There you go. How about that, hey? See yourself full with love, give me whirlwind, and then sniff the light. And here's reversal on me. And I guess I'm in client session work.
Have you ever had anybody like this before, David? Where it was
No, you're the first.
And backwards, serve the light.
Serve the light.
Oh, hang on. Is that? Hang on. Let me play that again. Serve. This is saved to serve the light, but I heard just serve light.
Serve the light.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, it's there. Sorry, I didn't hear it at first. Serve the light.
Serve the light.
Yep.
Serve the light. Serve the light.
See, these are the positive reversals. These are the ones you want to hear. You know. Oh, here's a great reversal using the I am metaphor, one of the most powerful metaphors of all. I am. And I spent a whole chapter on I am in my book, Reverse Speech Metaphors. If you want to know all about metaphors, you need the book entitled Reverse Speech Metaphors, not to be confused with the Metaphor Dictionary. It's a little bit confusing on those titles. I should have thought about it more when I entitled the book Reverse Speech Metaphors. Anyway, I didn't. So that's what it's called. But yeah, go get the book Reverse Speech Metaphors. Go to my Amazon page, and you can see all my books there. I started writing the final book in the second trilogy of the Angelian Saga while I was away. I wrote a couple of chapters, 2 chapters in. So for those of you who are fans of my sci-fi saga, the Angelian Saga, the first trilogy has been out for a couple of years, and I've written the second book. I've written the first 2 books of the second trilogy, and I started the third book when I was away on vacation. So that was exciting stuff. Anyway, this one uses the word I am, which is I am, I know who I am divine. Here's the forwards.
She couldn't really, and didn't want to half the time, take control of herself. If I wasn't there when I was there, she would just sleep.
I am the soul wealthy.
I am the soul wealthy.
I am the wealthy. I am the wealthy.
I am the soul wealthy. Oh, this is horrible. I'm not going to play that. Kamala Harris saying hell on the light. No, we don't want to play Kamala Harris saying hell on the light. Oh, here we got Obama saying the light won't shine. Oh, my. Oh, wow. Oh, dear me. These are horrible reversals. Why have I got these in my light file? Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. Let's play some. Oh, they're horrible light reversals. I need to take them out of. Need to take them out of that subdirectory.
Maybe this person's not the best, and I let go of them.
Right.
And either like the other person needs to just do like one more thing to carry a little bit more of their weight.
Seen the surf of light gather thee.
Seen the surf with like other thing.
Seen the surf with like the other thing. Seen the surf with like the other thing.
Seen the surf of light gather thee. Yes. Oh, here's another one. Uses an I am reversal. Here's another one using I am, as in I am divine, is what I am. You know, like God is the great I am. But we can also have divinity inside of us. And for those who are awake and aware of their divinity, they use reversal I am. Okay, let's. Hang on. Okay, Jazzy Cat, Truth Kitten answers a good question. Let me just play this reversal, then I'll get to that question. Okay, here we go.
God commissioned a man with an acorn.
I am the mission of God.
I am the mission of God. I am the mission of God.
Yeah. I am the mission of God. Yeah, look at that. Hey, I used to see 333, whoever you are. Yeah, I'd say RS has strengthened my faith just tremendously. Point of fact, I understand it at a far deeper level than I ever have. And it certainly, oh, absolutely, no doubt at all, it strengthened my faith. Strong as a rock, that is. Reverse speech has helped me get there. It really has. It has. Jazzy Cat Truth Kitten asked me, is there any client you couldn't find any useful reversals on? If so, why do you think this happens? Yeah, that would be a valid question. Look, yes, there has been sessions where I haven't found any useful reversals. There's a multitude of reasons why that happens. The most common one is people get into their story. They tell you the same thing as they told someone else and someone before you, and it's sort of like a loop running in their mind, and that doesn't yield good reversals. If that happens with me, I'll go and do another tape with the client, another recording, sorry, and you can often get it in the second one, or at least glean enough between the second and the first to move ahead. I don't charge any extra for the second recording. That's all part of the process, So, She-Wolf Group, I stopped doing She-Wolf Group for many reasons. It was causing me a huge backlash of problems. I won't even go into it. I teach She-Wolf only in my advanced practitioner class now. It's advanced work. And unless you know what you're doing, it can do great damage. And so I only teach it to advanced students now. So that's just the way it is. So there we go. Okie dokie, what was I doing? I was going to do reversals on UFOs today, but we kind of got off on a different track. Oh, look, here's a reversal that people don't like me to play. Some people don't like me to play, others do.
I was talking, I made a nice speech, one big crowd. I said, and it's all over town. Look at all that press. Look at all of them.
And he says, serve that Lord of the Light.
Serve that Lord of the Light.
Serve that Lord of the Light. Serve that Lord of the Light.
Well, I know the light in reverse speech is the light of God. Some people have tried to convince me that he's talking about the light is Lucifer, and that's just not. It is the Lord of the Light is not Lucifer. Lucifer can only masquerade as light. He is not the Lord of the Light. Anyone who tells you that doesn't know their theology very well. All right, here's another one.
Well, the same way you tell an individual, if you had, in fact, you would probably work with the same people who have provided insight into.
We're stepping into the light.
We're stepping into the light. We're stepping into the light. We're stepping into the light.
You know what? I think I've got some reversals about heaven here. Let me have a look here. I'll just play one more on the right.
There's some
I skipped some bad ones on Kamala Harris and Obama.
dynamic that reminded me a lot of my father. I mean, I bonded so deeply with him because there was something about him that made me think of my father.
You're loved, but you've seen him in the heart.
You're all family opinion and my heart.
I saw your love found, but you've seen him in the heart.
You're all family opinion and my heart.
You're all family opinion and my heart.
Yeah, it's there.
You're all family opinion and my heart.
Yeah, that's there. Oh, David Rockefeller. Someone asked me who's the greatest person who ever reversed. Well, that's a matter of opinion, is it? David Rockefeller? Yes, I have reversed David Rockefeller. I can go and look him up at some stage. I want to see. Oh, yeah, here we are. I got a whole bunch of reversals about heaven. You know what? I haven't played these. I've only just been selecting him. Elon. Yeah. Look, I've done Elon. I've never found anything bad on him. He's been pretty congruent and upbeat. I can't think of anything negative. Look, I'm really going to do a long interview with him. Let me go and have a look around, see if I can find a 30-minute interview with him. That'll give me a very good gauge of the guy. I really only got snippets of him talking here and there. So, okay, now I'm back home. I can get to doing all this stuff. It was very difficult for me to do this stuff while I was traveling, but I am back. Only for 4 weeks, though. Then I'm off to America. Haven't been to America since COVID. Can you believe that? So what's that? It's been 6 years. 6 years. Yeah, a long time. Okay. Here's some other nice reversals. Here's the forwards.
See, that's my vision of what it would be like. It's not necessarily what even my guru would think would be reasonable. She might think that's really stupid.
Who seals heaven's angels? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Isn't that great, hey? Who seals heaven's angels? Wonderful reversal. Yes, I have done David Icke. Jazzy Truth Kittens asked me that. Yes, he's shaped up pretty well. Very congruent. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Jules. Yeah, there's a lot of comment out there. Jules says you've done a wonderful job exposing gurus. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of comment out there. Oh my God, I been appalled actually. And then I see some of them making the latest predictions, and I shake my head and I say, "Haven't you seen his reversals, guys? You wouldn't be playing him any credence at all." I mean, who's the Bashar? Bashar's just announced. I don't know, aliens returning in 27 or 28 or something. And he's channeled this information. And, I'm reading this in my feed. I go, Bashar, oh my God, I've done his reversals. The guy's a fraud. He's just not delusional. He's a fraud. He's making all this stuff up. I don't know why people still buy his rubbish. Amazing. Yeah, here's another one on the client about heaven.
I don't know. I could ramble on about what was going on all back then if you wanted me to.
Yeah, just tell me a couple more stories.
I know it's a world of heaven.
I know it's a world of heaven. I know it's a world of heaven. I know it's a world of heaven.
Here, Bashar. All right, look, you talk about Bashar. Let me go and find him. Where have I got him? He's either in 2020, no, 2021. When did I do Bashar? Here he is. Here's Bashar. Let me see. Here's one of them.
It doesn't really serve you if there's no lesson to be learned that you can't learn in life by experiencing the idea of a painful transition, then there's no need to experience it that way.
Rips your demons. Okay, here, try this one.
The Anunnaki were the first to actually locally transform your genetic material from Homo erectus to Homo sapien.
We surf for though we con a lie. In other words, I'm spitting a whole lot of bullshit, but I'm going to push on through and do it anyway. We surf for though we con a lie.
We surf for though we con a lie.
You know what? Let me show you the video. Just hang on a sec. Hang on. Let me go. How do I do this? No, not that way. I've forgotten how to do this. I've been away. Right there. We want to share screen, window, Bashar. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Let's play the forwards on this.
The Anunnaki were the first to actually locally transform your genetic material from Homo erectus to Homo sapien.
We surf for though we con a lie.
We surf for though we con a lie. We surf for though we con a lie. We surf for though we con a lie.
See, that's not delusional. That's straight out fraud. Some of these people are just delusional, okay? But this is just fraud. He's conning. He's a con man. What else have I got on him here? Oh, yeah, look at this. Oh, listen to this one.
But the Anunnaki were the
Oh, did I? Am I still sharing? Yeah, I am. Here we go.
first to locally manipulate the genetic material of the so-called naturally evolved hominid upon the Earth that was the result of genetic material being spread on Earth from those asteroidal and cometary impacts billions of years ago.
Venom heal the bowl with surf. Further we con.
Venom, you look well loose, sir, further we can. Venom, you look well loose, sir, further we can. Venom, you look well loose, sir, further we can.
Further we con. And here's another one.
So don't insist that it has to be the same person that gives you the reflection in life that you prefer, because it never would be the same person no matter how they look anyhow.
And I serve mess of evil.
And the serve mess of evil.
The serve mess of evil. The serve mess of evil.
There you go. So he serves mess of evil. He's conning. And here's the last one I'll play on him.
If you change your belief system frequency, then you may also change your permission slip to one that is more representative or reflective of the new frequency that you're operating on.
As if I roam Satan now.
And as if I roams it in the
and as if I roams it in the and as if I roams it in the
Okay, John below Melchizedek. Yeah, I've done him. Where is he? Melchizedek. Here he is. Here he is. Here he is. Here. Oh my God! No. All right, here's his first reversal. Oh me.
Basically, when the heart beats, it makes just a little tiny bit of electricity, and it's done it through chemistry. There's three chemicals that they mix together, and the pacemaker cell triggers it, and it makes a little tiny spark.
You get Satan in that con.
It's it.
It's it.
Here's another one.
Yeah, it's the same thing over and over and over. It doesn't matter if you go down and you're into an atomic level or a cosmic level.
It's nearing the lie.
Nearing the lie.
It's nearing the lie. It's nearing the lie.
It's nearing the lie. Here's another one.
Yeah, we are doing it, and and it's all perfect. Don't think that we're not going to do this. We are going to do this.
Use the greed, little con.
You'll say there's been a con.
You'll say there's been a con.
Oh, greed. Here is motivation. His motivation is greed, and he's doing a con. Oh my God, this is bad.
In this October workshop, we will finally be able to give you the information of how to do that. But there's still more that has to be known.
He'll now fool you.
He'll now fool you.
He'll now fool you. He'll now fool
you. I'll just play one more. I've got quite a few more. I'll just play one more.
And but each of those levels beyond there are harder. They're not easy to do.
The deceit, comma, con.
Deceit,
deceit, deceit.
Yeah, there you go. They're all pretty bad. I've got more on him. This is why the New Age community kicked me out. I tell you, they all look. When I went public with reverse speech in America, they all embraced me. Oh, I was the greatest new thing. They beat a pathway to my door until I started reversing them and playing them their reversals, and people got a little bit nervous and upset. It wasn't pretty. Unfortunately, no, it wasn't. Oh well, doesn't matter. Everyone wants the truth, unless it's them. Oh no, not me. Please, no, never me. I don't want the truth about me. Absolutely. Okay. Here is a reversal between a client and no. This is a reversal on the client. This is what session work does. Trump is public saying Trump is evil now. No, the opposite. Trump is a good guy. I've done all the reversals on Trump. He's a good guy. He's got it all mixed up. Drumbelow is following the evil with his filthy little comms. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Look, I had a good vacation. I'm speaking more liberally. What can I say? All right, here we go. You will find the shock David fetch heaven. Okay.
That's the big question of the week.
You will find the shock David fetch heaven.
You will find the shock David fetch heaven.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is everything the reverse speech session work is. My God, this should go on my website, this one. This is what reverse speech session work is all about. You'll find the shock, yes, the trauma, the problems, the issues, and then I will bring heaven to you. Fetch heaven. That's exactly what I do in my meta walks. You will find the shock, David, fetch heaven.
You will find the shock, David, fetch heaven. You will find the shock, David, fetch heaven.
Ah, what an awesome reverse. I'm going to play that again. Here's the forwards.
That's the big question of the week.
You will find the shock, David, fetch heaven.
You will find the shock, David, fetch heaven.
You will find the shock, David, fetch heaven. You will find the shock, David, fetch heaven.
Yeah, okay. Jules Carter wants to reverse a Freemanite guy called Kevin Trudeau. Look, I'll look out for him. But look, I get, you know how many, I get so many requests a week to do this and that. It's just, I just can't. Enough trouble keeping up with my client work and then finding enough reversals to support my podcast and radio shows. So it's a bit of a tough shot, which is why I need not session work, why I need students. Well, I do need session work too. Why I need students. Next class starts next week, July 2nd, US time. Email me backwards at reversespeech.com. And if you want to change and transform your life with reverse speech session work, email me again backwards at reversespeech.com. Okay, here's another client talking about what session work is, I think.
What, a month ago?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
And then the last time I was like this is right when COVID hit.
Angel work, no bells.
Angel work, no bells.
Angel work, no bells.
Huh.
Angel work, no bells.
Angel work, no bells. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't think the bells much about session work. But I love session work. Absolutely love it. It's awesome. Here's another one about heaven. What the hell is that, forwards? I have no idea what that is. Heaven open to God. Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. I don't know who said that at all. Let's have a look. What else have I got? You know, look, I need to get some. I need to. Oh, here's an interesting one. Oh, this is Trump withdrawing from the Iran nuclear deal. Let's play this.
This agreement was known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, or JCPOA.
Heaven help us now, you're blanked.
Gavin Elvis, now you're Mike. Gavin Elvis, now you're Mike. Gavin Elvis, now you're Mike.
Yeah, that's not a very good reversal. Sorry about that. Okay, Jules asked me how I'm going with artificial intelligent progression. Well, I'm not. There we go. I started looking into it. I tried doing it myself first until I got locked out of AI speech recognition. A long story. I made a couple of inquiries about funding. I mean, it's going to cost a lot of money to develop it. You've got to develop a whole new model. The current speech models won't get it right because they're not trained for reverse speech. For reverse speech, so I don't know. So I'm not. There you go. That's my answer. Come to one of my lectures in America. Invest in reverse speech. There you go. There'll be money well spent. Okay. What else am I going to play you? I was going to play UFO reversals today. That's the last thing I did. Okay. All right. What else am I going to play you? We got about 5 minutes left. Let me go into my guru file. See me started talking about gurus, and who else do I have here? I have a whole file here on channelers. Here's Abraham.
The susceptibility to this virus is close to non-existent.
And I'm toxic.
And I'm toxic.
And I'm toxic. And I'm toxic.
And I'm toxic. Well, that's not good, is it? Here's Chiron.
When you start that path, dear ones, let me tell you what happens.
How we are stupid.
We are stupid.
We are stupid. We are stupid.
We are stupid. Here he is again. You got to excuse my laughter. Look, I tell you, look, when your career is reverse speech like mine is, I mean, this is all I do. I think, breathe, eat reverse speech. When your career is reverse speech, you get to see life from a whole different perspective, okay? You really do. It's like your scales are taken off your eyes and you see beyond all the cons. And, doing all these reversals and all these channelers, I mean, you just laugh. I mean, what else can you do? The con's so blatant and so obvious. I have not found a positive channeler, Ron asked me. That doesn't mean there aren't any. I just haven't found any. Here's another one of Chiron.
If you feel the core of your reality start to move into that which is different than it was.
Here to lie you.
Here to lie you.
Here to lie you. Lie you.
Here to lie you. I'm here to tell you a lie. I'm here to con you. And Abraham is toxic and conning. Oh my, wow. Just unbelievable. Here she's talking about some positive channels.
It's like getting a new lease on life with all new resources that have been summoned because of this magnificent experience. Yes.
Say they rape.
Say they rape.
Say they rape.
Say they rape. There you go. I don't know, folks. Stay away from New Age. Stay away from churches. Go out to the bush. It's the only place to find God. I tell you. That's why I love camping so much. I love getting out into the bush. We go off road, my mate and I. Well, I get a new car tomorrow. For those who haven't caught up with it, I bought a new Land Cruiser. Pick it up tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Because when I was traveling, so many places we couldn't go to because my car just wouldn't make it. But we found some decent dirt roads. We went down some tracks and just camped out in the middle of nowhere. Just absolutely wonderful. I absolutely love it. Get away from all the rat race and the cons and the scams and dear me, the world is full of it. I don't know how we're ever going to change. I just don't know how it's going to happen. How on earth is it going to change? It's just horrible. Anyway, doesn't matter. Come and see me in America. I'll be in Dallas. I'll be in Tulsa. I'll be in Atlanta. I'll be in North Carolina, and I'll be in Ashland. Okay. Watch my website over the next day or two. I will get the dates and venues up there for you to go and have a look at them. Don't forget, my next training class starts on the 2nd. That's only 3 days from now. If you want to get in on that class, email me at backwards@reversespeech.com. I'll tell you the price. It's $4,700 US. I will accept 10 payments of $500 a month. So if you don't have the money up front, we can enter a payment plan. Please consider this strongly. Reverse Speech needs students. Reverse Speech needs more than me out there doing it, okay? And the only way that's going to happen is if I can get some students so I can personally train and mentor. So, no worries. All right. Look, thanks everyone for the show this week. I'll be back next week. I'll have some current political stuff for you next week. I'm back at work now, full time rather than just part-time maintenance, and we'll get some good stuff for you. So look, thanks so much all, and I will see you all next week. Bye. See ya.